שיש בי בכל ליבי אעלה אותך אדוני ישועתי בכל מה שיש בי בכל ליבי אעלה אותך אדוני ישועתי.
Hello, I'm Kate Stanway. My husband Roger is behind the camera. We revisited Israel in 2018. We wanted to go on our own, not as part of a tour. We wanted to be there during Israel's 70th year as a nation state. So we booked a stay in 3 guest houses owned by CMJ, Beit Emmanuel, Beit Bracha and Christ Church. Beit Emmanuel is in Old JAFFA. Beit means house in Hebrew, so this is the house of Emmanuel, God with us. Beit Bracha, which means house of blessing, is in Migdal, in Galilee, in a glorious position overlooking the lake. And Christ Church is in a historic position in the old city of Jerusalem. We'll see more of these places as we take our tour. Oh, and by the way, CMJ stands for the Church's ministry among the Jewish people and not the Christian mission to the Jews as I'd wrongly believed. This ministry actually began over 200 years ago, in 1809, against the backdrop of a much longer history of Christians reaching out to both Jews and Gentiles. It was Bible-believing Christians who started CMJ, notably Joseph Frey, a Jewish believer in Jesus, and William Wilberforce, the prominent Christian campaigner for the abolition of slavery. In this series of short films, we want to share our experiences and our reflections with you as a prompt to prayer for the land of Israel and its people. Our arrival into Ben Gurion Airport in Tel Aviv-Yafo gave us our first impressions of a very modern, up-to-the-mark city. But our first real experience of Israel was as darkness fell by the Mediterranean Sea in Yafo, the ancient port of Old Jaffa, or Joppa. We found a narrow stairway leading up a hillside from the street, and as we climbed into the old alleys and passageways, we got our first sensations of the Middle East. We were in the Holy Land, yet in a very 21st century context. From a high point, brightly lit Tel Aviv was clearly visible to the north of us. Tel Aviv is actually, and it seems proudly, called Sin City in a number of tourist guides that I've seen. It's the commercial centre of the modern secular state of Israel, renowned for its nightlife and technology startups. But for us as followers of Jesus, Yeshua in Hebrew, the true light and life of Israel is altogether different. He is the one who started everything. I'm reading from John's Gospel, chapter 1, verse 1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning. Through him all things were made. Without him nothing was made that has been made. In him was life, and that life was the light of men. The light shines in the darkness, but the darkness has not understood it. And so our prayer for Tel Aviv-Yafo becomes, Lord, please hear our prayer for those here who still do not know you, that they may see the true light that has come into the world, and praise and worship you, the one in whom there is no darkness at all. Amen.